This is Jay Addison live in Las Vegas at Inside Bitcoins. We're here with Vadim Telyatnikov, the CEO of AlphaPoint.com, a white label exchange. Give us a little bit of an overview of your company.
Sure. So we have a software platform that powers exchanges. And what that means is if you're a startup or an existing exchange, you can use our technology as kind of the back end while you focus on the regulatory kind of marketing issues. So for startups, it's great because it helps them get to market faster. They don't have to worry about building kind of intensive tech infrastructure. And for existing exchanges, it's great because we built an institutional and great platform. The platform can process nearly 1 million transactions a second, which is actually huge volumes even for traditional exchanges. So we help those businesses, the large existing exchanges, scale.
That's fantastic. Do you have a set fee structure, or can operators set their own fees?
We don't have a fee structure. It's totally up to the operators. And we have different types of exchanges. So we have folks that focus on high transaction volume for institutions, and obviously their fees are a lot lower. There's other folks that focus more of a retail exchange where they want just to give kind of consumers easy access to digital currency, and their fees might be a little higher depending, but it's totally up to them.
Okay. Can your exchanges only do Bitcoin, or is there a possibility for other coins like Doge in the future?
So we don't care. We can do them all.
Oh, you can? That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we can do all the coins. We actually technically can do any commodity pair. Like the system totally doesn't care. So we're meaning if you want to trade any commodity, if you want to trade actual FX, our focus obviously is digital currency, but the system is flexible enough to let you trade anything you want.
That's fantastic. How many countries currently have exchanges running with your service?
I don't know off the top of my head. We have 16 customers. I think a few of them were like countries, so I want to say guessing about a dozen countries. Not all of them are live, but that's kind of a really good starting point for us.
Now, do you help your customers at all navigate through the regulation of any of these countries, or is that up to them?
It's up to them primarily. Now, we obviously view our relationship as a partnership, so we try to provide either advice or guidance and kind of help connect folks with kind of law firms that we think are capable of giving good advice. But the regulatory requirements are full responsibility on the operators, and we just provide the software platform.
And what's the biggest advantage of someone using your service to open up their own exchange?
You get to launch an exchange really fast, right?
Sounds
To build a professional exchange that is secure could take a very long time, right? We spent over a year developing it, and a lot of the technology was built upon things that our two founders. There's actually two of the founders built at institutions. One, Joe Ventura, one of the founders, worked for a company called Mantera, which later got acquired by Deutsche Bank and is used to power a good portion of their equities book on the high-frequency trading side. So it takes a long time to develop that type of infrastructure, so the startups don't have to worry about that. And again, for institutions who are already might be powering an exchange, there's a number of exchanges out there that are having scaling challenges, and then they can come to us to help them make sure that the kind of platform scales as they grow.
Would there be any disadvantage someone using your system instead of starting up their own exchange?
Of course not.
That makes sense. Although there is a big advantage in that, as you said, I mean, they can get it up really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. I think besides the speed to market, you also don't have to manage development. Some of our customers don't even have that expertise, and you can kind of focus on marketing and dealing on the local kind of challenges of the countries instead of trying to build a software platform at the same time. The other benefit that we have is we are planning to interconnect the exchange on our platform. So we have exchange in Norway, we have exchange in Mexico, the Caribbean, one working on launching exchange in Africa, one working on launching exchange in the US. We can connect all them so they can share liquidity.
That provides a little bit more volume.
Exactly. When you start up exchange, let's say you spend the time and develop the system on yourself, and you turn it on, and you have a customer that's really excited to buy a Bitcoin. Well, there might not be anybody that wants to sell a Bitcoin. So we can interlink all the exchanges to kind of avoid that problem.
And get these guys up to speed really quickly. So in other words, somebody get in there, start buying Bitcoins on a new exchange instantly, because you're going to patch in with these other exchanges that they can pull from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let me ask you the question that we're asking everybody. January 1st, 2015, what do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be? This is just a random question because I don't know if there's any basis for the number that we're going to be guessing on.
Sure. So obviously, we want to make sure it keeps growing, going up. I'm trying to think if I actually want to make a prediction. What were some of the others?
Well, the others have gone from anywhere from $200 to $1,500, probably, or in the thousands. You know?
Mm-hmm. I think, based on the fact that over this time, we saw kind of an increase last year. Obviously, I feel it's going to go up. I feel like 1,500 is maybe a little bit optimistic, so I will guess 500.
Okay, so Vadim, if somebody wants to get a hold of you guys and get more information on your platform, sign up to the platform, just contact you. How do they do that?
Sure. So they can either reach out to myself, Vadim, at AlphaPoint, or we have kind of more general email, sales@alphapoint.com.
So it's alphapoint.com is the website.
That's right.
Vadim, thanks kindly for joining us today.
All right. Thank you.
This is Jay Addison from CryptoBiz Magazine, live from Meckler Media's Inside Bitcoins conference in Las Vegas. Remember to subscribe to CryptoBiz Magazine at cryptobizmag.com. Follow us on Twitter at CryptoBizMag. Thanks for joining us, and learn more at cryptobizmagazine.com.